I tried to use TeamSpeak like once, and I could not for the life of me figure it out. But that was back in 2011.
When I first joined Final Fantasy XIV, our free company was using TeamSpeak. Discord hadn't come out yet, and Skype was still new.
Use
right. Ventrilo.
Ventrilo, yeah.
Skype is what we mostly use.
Yeah, I always use Skype back in the day. Anyway, I have the notes open. I have the thing recording. So, here we go.
Send us down that country road.
You're listening to another episode of Moral Ambiguity Blood Money. Last time, you guys ventured deeper into the Xanathar's lair, discovering a secret room chock full of smoke powder kegs. Meanwhile, Sonia snuck off toward the northern room to find a crypt of beholders, and inside was the one, the only, the very muscular Xanathar. After some introductions and very good rolls, Xanathar led you back to the audience chamber, where he noticed the dead body of Gnarl and his Grell bodyguard. With some quick thinking, Ilphelodel animated the bodies and managed to convince Xanathar that you were all under attack by a necromancer. You made your way into the Xanathar sanctum, which contained an enormous fishbowl with a gorgeous goldfish inside of it. Along with it, at the bottom was a treasure chest. Jack cast Detect Magic and got some divination auras from the mirror in the room that was seemingly owned by Xoblob. And inside the treasure chest in the fishbowl, something was giving off more divination energy. Xanathar drank the love filter spiked soup and became infatuated with Sonia. Xanathar then left the room to go on a nice romantic walk with her, and Ilphelodel accompanied, leaving Matilda, Varroth, and Jack in the room alone. Jack climbed the ladder up to the top of the fishbowl and dove in. The treasure chest was not trapped and opened with ease. Inside lay the greenish ovoid stone with 3 eye-like protrusions running down the center, surrounded by a ton of gemstones. Jack grabbed the stone and swam back out of the bowl. You all left the room to find Sonia and Ilphelodel. Meanwhile, Xanathar led Sonia and Ilphel through a slime-covered room full of Kuatoa to a chamber containing a brine pool being overlooked by a mind flayer named Nihilor. Nihilor informed you that the quote-unquote project is going well, they just need more tadpoles. Ilphelodel intuited that Nihilor is creating intellect devourers to find suitable hosts to create new mind flayers, making it what he called a Force Grey level threat. When Matilda, Varroth, and Jack arrived, Ilphelodel messaged Chunk, his homunculus, to blow the smoke powder after he's placed the barrels in various weak points throughout the lair. Ilphelodel then summoned a rock demon, and Jack cast Fireball into the brine pool room. You were then able to run and dodge falling debris and jump over gaps in the floor before Xanathar and Nihilor had a chance to react, and eventually you made your way back to the surface in the castle ward of Waterdeep. When you returned to Trollskull Manor, Ilphelodel took a hold of the Stone of Galore and attuned to it. The stone told you that a hidden cache of gold is beneath the Pink Flump Theater. However, you need 3 keys to enter the vault: an adamantine bar, sunlight, and a gift from a queen. On a very good history check, Sonia recalled that the current Open Lord of Waterdeep, Laeral Silverhand, was once an elven queen of a kingdom called Stornanter. The episode ended with Matilda crashing for the night and you all went to sleep. Except for Varroth, who doesn't sleep.
Because I can't sleep.
Yes, exactly.
Yay, Raven Queen patron.
So I believe the plans for the next day were to talk with the nearby Genasi Smiths that are in your neighborhood for that bar of Adamantine, and As far as sunlight goes, I think Varroth said you could cast sunlight.
Yeah, I can cast daylight, which is that going to be that big a nitpick?
I think
Yes.
I think daylight counts as sunlight.
I believe it does.
I can look it
If
up.
it counts as sunlight for the purpose of vampires, then I think it should count.
Yeah, I don't
Which
see.
I don't
anything
know
wrong
if
with
it
that.
counts as I don't know if it counts for vampires, but
A 60-foot radius sphere of light spreads out from a point you choose within range. Sphere is bright light and sheds dim light for an additional 60. Blah, 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 blah.
Say that it does, which is strange.
Okay, yeah, it does.
I mean, the spell is called daylight. I don't know.
That is weird. It doesn't say that it counts as sunlight specifically.
I know there's one spell that actually does. Like, it specifically says in it that it counts as sunlight.
Is there
I don't know.
sunbeam? A beam of brilliant light flashes out from your hand. You can create a line of radiance as your action on any turn until the spell ends. For the duration and mode of brilliant radiance shows
Jeremy
your hand,
Crawford
the
answered
light
this.
is sunlight. Oh, okay.
Oh shit, we got word from Jeremy Crawford.
The daylight spell doesn't create sunlight. Contrast it to the cleric's corona of light and the sunblade.
Ah.
Gotcha, okay.
We got it then. We have a sunblade.
Curse you, Jeremy.
You do have the
or-
sunblade.
It does.
no,
Does it
six-
emit light? I believe it does.
Yeah.
I mean, worst case scenario, we just stab it with the blade.
Or if Ilphelodel knows 6 level spells, you could use Sunbeam to do it. Because it literally says the light is sunlight.
Yeah, sunblade too. The light is sunlight.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we have a Sunblade. So that shouldn't be a problem at all.
And then the third one that you need is a gift from a queen, which would require getting audience with Lair Silverhand.
You know who can get an audience with a queen fairly easily?
Strahd?
Lord.
You're right. Your
Yeah. Lord.
fake lord thing will be
Oh, yeah.
way better than my
Like, you know, Lord Strahd.
Strahd, the fake lord Strahd.
Ah!
Would a lord? What's the differential? Is there a differential on this lord between in this realm between lords and dukes?
I don't know, and I don't want to dig that deep. All right,
And
so
just say no.
Well, she's not okay. So here's the thing. Oh, I wouldn't know. Well, I don't know. If I do some research, she's the open Lord of Waterdeep, right?
yes, but she used to be the queen of Stornanter.
Oh, okay. I forgot. I think we had that conversation.
Yeah, Sonia had a really
Yeah.
good history check.
I should be able to vet. I could vet Strahd.
Here's what I would like to do, Matthew,
Okay.
our wonderful dungeon master.
All right,
I
you don't
would
need to
like
blow smoke
to-
up my ass that much.
I would like to submit a letter
Okay.
to have brunch with the Open Lord of Waterdeep to discuss strengthening our alliances between our two countries. And
Okay.
as customary for a brunch or any kind of meeting like this, in my country, we exchange gifts. I write that in the letter.
You want me to help?
I'm writing the letter, but it's like, it's dictated.
Well, I know. I mean, like you want me to I can because my family's like we
Yeah, if you want to help.
we're dukes, so that's why I was trying to ask what's the
I think lords and dukes are similar things in.
A duke
Yeah.
is like the highest rank that you can get outside of monarchy. Like princes become dukes when they get married if they're not in line to become the king.
Oh, I did not know that.
Whereas lord is just like a catch-all term.
Yeah, lord is kind of a blanket term. And in Waterdeep, the lords, there's like the masked lords, and then there's the open lord.
Yeah.
A lord in Waterdeep could be anybody. Like the masked lords, that's their whole thing, is that they're secret.
Not even a masked lord knows that they're a masked lord.
That's good.
That's how fucking
then-
nutty it is.
That's
There is
fun.
one.
Wait, they
open
don't
lord.
actually know?
Yeah.
Like, for real?
The masked lords of Waterdeep don't know that they're a masked lord, and they don't know who the other masked lords are.
Then how do they rule? Do they just have their minds wiped every time?
I can't remember the in and outs of it.
I'm very confused.
That's not how I remember it working. I was fairly sure that each masked lord knew they were one, but they didn't know who the others were, and the open lord was the one that reigned above everybody.
I think it's based on whoever's playing D&D at the time, honestly. I think it's open enough that it can be interpreted either way. How do you want to help me with this?
I don't want to go there myself.
Go where?
But I could like send a note, send a letter to the queen that we hosted a young lord named Strahd, and that he's coming over here. Treat him with respect. I can basically give you the backing of my family.
Just saying that
like our dukedom's small enough and far enough away that like it probably wouldn't. No one's probably gonna question it.
Oh, I see. So you use your influence to tell the queen that I am a valued member of the society or whatever, and then that she then takes that and then sends it to the open lord, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's something you do sometimes where we send we've sent letters to other lords about people who are coming.
Right.
If they're friends of us.
Okay.
Helps them get into places faster.
I'm hearing like
I've used it a few times for myself.
But yeah, my plan is to basically just have a nice brunch with the open lord of Waterdeep. See, I told you that pretending to be Strahd would work out perfectly with no problems whatsoever.
You're right. All you have to do is pretend to be someone who doesn't exist in this world.
Yeah.
And hobnob with one of the most powerful people in the city.
Yeah.
Without letting her know that you are, in fact, not only lying about who you are, but are actively someone who should probably be in jail.
But here's the thing, though. But here's the thing. I am good at this kind of thing. I am a charlatan.
Liar.
Yeah, like a charlatan does. Because that's what I am a charlatan. That's my whole point. So spending the last couple of whatever weeks, months, however long we've been here, putting shit in motion to get me the proper paperwork to say that I am a lord, what kind of lord, it doesn't matter, is going to get me this, at least I hope it does, get me this
hell yeah. Just
brunch.
Say, you know what you can do?
Huh?
Just say you're a lord of Barovia. Aren't we trying to find out more information about, like, Strahd in general? Maybe
that was my plan.
Yeah.
My plan was to say that I was from Barovia.
And if
they don't know where that is,
Barovia,
I'll just point at a map somewhere. It's like, you don't have it on your map. I don't know why. It's a small place, but it's there. Maps are inconsistent.
just say the map's old. That works.
Sonia, you know that the kingdom that Lair All Silverhand ruled over was an ancient kingdom.
As a quick aside, I did look it up. The lords all know who each other are, but their vestments are heavily illusioned, so whoever's voting on any particular issue is not known.
Oh. Okay.
So that way it's harder to corrupt each other's because they don't know who could be voting on what at any given time.
Gotcha.
And it's actually encouraged to not have the full body there to vote because it can take out and cause problems if somebody learned where the hideout is and all that.
Okay.
Pulls a gun on the whole group. So that's my plan. I don't know what I would need to do that. That's up to the dungeon master.
I mean, it sounds like a solid enough plan to me. It's better than anything else we got.
I mean, if you want to go ahead and write that letter and send it out via the mail, you can.
Yes.
And hope it works.
And I even have a little ring with a little signet. I've made up a little Barovia signet, or not a signet, like a wax seal.
Yeah, it's not too hard. I mean, the seal of Barovia is a raven.
I was gonna say you took all of Strahd shit. Wouldn't you have that?
Strahd shit, you're right.
Who's got the fucking not licensed name of a big giant yellow bird?
That's me. That's phone messages. Just to make sure. I don't know. You don't want to send it to the mail. I'm just gonna say I tell Jack, like, what notary and place to get it sent, because I feel like
my whole
high-end
thing is
people
that I
would
know
just
how
send
to
it
do.
through the.
No, my whole thing is that I know how to do this. I
Okay.
know how society works, so I just send it through whatever means is necessary for this.
Yeah.
You live in one.
Yes.
I was
And
waiting for it.
And yet you engage in society. Interesting.
All right. Well,
I hate you.
Sonia and Jack are up. Apparently, Varroth, you're still up. Obviously, do you go downstairs to join in the conversation, or what are you doing?
I was already sitting at the bar just chilling out.
Okay. Yeah, and I imagine this conversation between Jack and Sonia started. Or no, Sonia lives in the basement. All right.
I mean, if you come up for food, I'll be basically tending bar. It's kind of what I do in my off time. I'll pour drinks for everyone.
I forgot Sonia lived in the basement because I thought the way I pictured the scene in my mind is that you both were coming down the stairs and then joining Varroth at the bar.
I assumed that.
Yeah,
I assumed it was
you're
the way
all at the
around.
bar. That's fine.
Okay. All right.
Ilphelodel, what are you doing this morning?
That is a good question. I think Ilphelodel is probably sleeping. I cast a lot of spells. I'm sleeping in.
All right, cool.
I'm tuckered out.
Cool.
Matilda's gonna come down from the guest room and join you all at the bar. And as she grabs some food and something to drink, she just says, "So, what's the plan for today? Also, thanks for letting me stay the night. Appreciate it."
I was about to cause a scene. So I was like, excuse me? Who allowed this? Who okayed this?
Also, I want to say that Ilphelodel woke up at some point, came down, made coffee, and has fallen asleep at the table, head down on the table, coffee untouched.
I just kind of picture him laying there, his face is on the table, hands still holding the coffee mug.
Yeah, that's him exactly right now. Pool of drool coming out of
He's
the corner of his mouth.
Cast magic hand on the coffee mug, so it's constantly trying to get you to drink it, but you're asleep.
So the current plan is to basically trick the Open Lord of Waterdeep to give us a gift, and then use a sword and a bar of adamantine to get in.
Interesting.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Adamantite is the harder thing to get.
What's harder to get?
The adamantite, I feel.
No, that'll be easy. It'll be expensive, but it'll be easy.
Yeah, I'm not sure. How much does adamantine go for?
A bar of adamantine?
Yeah.
Probably a
Yeah, but
lot
none
of money.
None of us have a lot of money.
I have a lot of money. I don't buy anything.
Well, okay, let me rephrase that. As far as any of us know about each other, we don't have a lot of money.
That's fair.
I have openly said what my hoard is before. It's not my fault none of you listened.
Oh,
I think
sorry.
Jack.
Sorry, what I meant to
gives
say was
off
I didn't care.
I was gonna say, and Jack gives off the air of constantly being broke, and Ilphelodel. I think we
Yeah.
all just assume Ilphelodel's funds go into whatever dark hole that the necromancy comes out of.
He sticks them where the sun don't shine.
Oh, that's fun. So looking at it, it looks like adamantine. Well, you know what?
Adamantine
gonna say-
armor is not that rare, so I feel
I'm
like a
looking
bar of adamantine wouldn't be as rare
Per-
either.
Per pound, according to Dungeon Master Assistants on the Google.coms, it's 5,000 gold pieces per pound. And I think a bar would probably be a couple of pounds. I can always steal. Okay, here's the thing.
Hold on. I'm
Holding.
looking it up.
I gotta
How do you
look.
spell it?
I'm hearing that on average.
Adamantine.
like
Adamantine.
Adamantine.
I'm seeing that on average, a standard iron bar is probably about half of. Wait, that's kilograms. Fuck, hang on.
One-
What is that to-
From what I'm looking at, adamantine is trade goods. 1
Yeah.
pound is 1,450 gold pieces.
Yeah, that was the other thing I was about to say, because I just found that. It looked like it was for a bar.
Okay, so it's not super expensive, Matilda says.
Yeah, it seemed like it would be too expensive.
Does anyone here have, I guess, on average 1,500 to...
Don't worry about it. I have it covered.
The whole thing? Because
I have it covered.
we only need 337 gold pieces apiece. I can easily...
Jack, I have it covered.
You the boss.
I ain't even denting what I have with that. I have it covered.
Okay.
Heard you the first 2 times you said that.
All right.
Are you like super rich?
All I'm saying is nobody has ever asked me back for any of the gold you've handed me. And at this point, possession is 9/10 of the law.
Well, no, because the gold we hand you is your gold.
Yeah, you've handed me everything. Any gold we have picked up, I've written down on my inventory.
All right, well, when we're done with all this,
Okay, well, that's a problem because I've been splitting the gold up in whenever I've written it down. So it's like we got 4,000 gold, so everyone got 1,000. So I write down 1,000.
We're gonna have.
Oh yeah, no. When we've specifically said we've split it up, I've only put down what you've said I've gotten. But from when we started to now, do you want to know what I have? 250 platinum, 3,950 electrum, 700 copper, 415 silver, 11,775 gold.
Oh my god, I just realized I've never touched the platinum. I've only been translating the gold, and like whenever I get enough like bronze and silver to go up to a gold, I've been making it gold, but I have not been going downward. How much platinum do I have?
I also have your 30 gemstones that are worth 100 gold pieces apiece, Jack. So if you want those, let me know.
I think I have those. I think I got
okay, I didn't know if you had wrote them down when we were...
No, I didn't. Okay, I'll add it.
Okay, let me know when you got it and I'll erase it off mine.
Sure.
Ilphelodel drags himself off the table and walks over to the coffee maker and just grumbles, I hate math.
Matilda just says,
Morning.
I feel that.
Also, Jack, I remember finding this book. It's padlocked. Looks like something you might be interested in.
A book, you say?
I forget when we found that, but it was while we were going through Xanathar's place. I forget.
Book?
Yeah. I found it. I grabbed it specifically because it sounded like something that was something you're interested in, and I can't remember anything else about it. I just remember grabbing it, though.
What does it look like?
Do you remember, Matt?
I'm going through my notes. Control F, padlocked book.
I have some weird shit. I have a bottle of ink that makes you nauseous to look at. I got a flask of alchemist fire.
The padlock book was found in the Growlhun's library.
Oh, was it that far back?
Yeah.
It wasn't that far back. It's not that long.
It's a couple episodes ago.
I thought it was the last couple, though. All right, yeah.
Well,
that's all yours.
Talking, I'm gonna try to open the padlock.
Oh, yeah. That reminds me. I look over to Varroth.
Yes, Sonia?
I'm gonna wake Ilphel out.
Okay.
Already awake, I thought.
No, he's dead. He's asleep.
He woke up and walked over to the coffee maker.
I wouldn't call that awake, but he's not exactly asleep either.
Alright, I'm gonna take my thieves' tools out and I'm gonna start.
Yeah, go ahead and make that dexterity check.
Okay.
Meanwhile, Sonia, you can go ahead and do your business.
Hey, Ilphel.
Yeah.
You know, you and Varroth, I need both of you. You guys to just get ready, prepare yourselves, because I don't know what's going to happen. Do you think you're like in a state to cast a spell?
Sonia, why do you need us ready?
That's a 19 to unlock the book.
Okay, cool. The book is opened.
I will flip to the first page.
What will you need from a currently uncaffeinated wizard?
Just like if you need to cast a spell, do you think you'd be able to do it, or do you need like a couple minutes?
It depends on the spell.
Like a good one?
Sonia,
A good one.
why?
And I'm gonna rub the lamp again. Or open the lamp. Whatever I did to the lamp last time.
God damn.
Ilphelodel looks eerily like Doctor Strange right now, just standing there with a coffee mug, just like eyebrow raised.
Oh no.
What do you want?
Because last time I did this, I made like a gin. And that was cool.
You have a fucking magic lamp?
Yeah, remember?
No.
I thought it only had
I made
one
a gin happen.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was a one-use thing.
Let me
He did not. I rubbed it. The gin came out, and then like.
Is that
He
what
left
you
after
crazy
the
kids are
fight?
calling it now?
And the DM, I made very sure. I was like, "Is this seriously of the bottle?" He's like, "Yeah." He didn't say it like disappeared or nothing. I've been meaning to rub it again, but we've been constantly doing stuff, so I haven't had a chance to sit down.
So, Sonia, are you making some kind of weird sexual euphemism and coming on to us?
No.
So you're talking about rubbing and gins coming out of things,
hang on.
and it's kind of uncomfortable.
I guess it's not a lamp. I think it was like you decided.
It was a magic bottle.
Yeah.
I just found it in the notes. All right. While I look that up, or before I look that up, Jack, when you open the book, you see that the Growlhund family crest appears on the book's title page. The rest of the book is written in common and describes births, deaths, and other family events between 1239 DR, the year of Bloodied Sword, and 1422 DR, the year of Advancing Shadows.
I'm just gonna... Oh, go ahead, I'm sorry.
Of particular note is the little-known fact that the Growlhunds forged pacts with devils in years past, giving rise to a strain of tieflings. All such members of the house are sent to live on a Growlhund estate in Yartar, a city far to the north, or so the book claims in its epilogue, and there are passing references to some Waterdevian family members having been born with tails.
Yeah, but who hasn't done stuff with demons in this line of work?
You know what? That's a good point.
Did we just get blackmail evidence?
Yeah, we'll hold on to this just in case.
I mean, probably not. It's just a book. I don't know like how admissible in court books are.
Well, it's got their crest. It appears to be written in one of their handwriting, if I had to take a wild guess. And it has incredibly detailed notes. Therefore, I would say it's probably pretty good in court.
As someone who used to be a noble, that's all circumstantial.
And as someone who used to be arrested a lot for charlatan acts, it could be used against you pretty hard.
Yes, but as someone who used to be a rich noble.
Sonia, are you a Waterdevian noble?
Like, you'd be surprised what money can let you get away with. I mean, you wouldn't
Sonia,
be. You're Jack.
Sonia.
You should know exactly what.
Yeah, but it would...
Sonia, honey, are you a Waterdevian noble? Are you from Waterdeep?
I mean, I've been to Water... I'm not from, but I visited a couple times.
Then you don't know how Waterdeep handles its stuff.
Okay.
It's at the very least better to have it than to not have it.
There's a reason this was padlocked. There's a reason it was hidden. It's shit they don't want getting out. Therefore, it is leverage.
Oh, I just realized. Do you think the bad guys were blackmailing these people, the nobles? Because the bad guys had it, right? Do you think they were guarding it, or do you think... Well, they were guarding it, but do you think they were guarding it for them, or do you think maybe they were blackmailing them?
It was their family stuff. It was in their manor.
Oh, this is from the manor. I thought this was something we got from the lair, the thief lair, the bad guy lairs.
Yeah, no, this was from the manor before.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I thought it was from Xanathar's too, but no, it's from the Growlhund manor.
All right, so Sonia, you're opening the stopper to the efreeti bottle. Out from a thick cloud of smoke, you see materializes an efreeti. The efreeti kind of looks at you, crosses his arms, and just says, "How may I help you?"
I'm not... Ilphelodel has his back to all this, making coffee. He hears this going on. He's just, oh my god. I turn around. What are we... Yep, and I just walk away with a cup of coffee. No, you know what? No, the pot of coffee.
What are you doing?
So, hi.
Hello.
I'm Sonia.
We've met before.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if we exchange conversations. I was hoping to, like, have more of an open dialogue this time, you know?
About what?
Yeah, the whole thing. Like, you came from a bottle, and you did what I asked you to do. So, like, what's that all about?
I am more or less obligated to serve you for the next hour.
Okay. And does that just happen every time I open the bottle?
Few times.
Is there a limit?
That remains to be seen.
Does anyone here have
check?
zone of truth? Does anyone here have some kind of truth magic?
Insight check?
Jack, if you
Yeah,
want to roll an
insight check?
yeah, if y'all want to roll insight checks, you can.
That's an 18.
All right. Anyone else
18.
rolling insight? Oh, okay. 18.
Also
2 18s.
18. That's
3 18s.
That's weird.
Wild.
Bareth?
No, I'm good.
Okay. 3 18s. Yeah, he's definitely not telling you something.
Then it's like, no, I know he's lying.
What happens to you if the bottle runs out of?
I'll return to the elemental plane of fire.
Is there like a reason you're doing this? Or is it just like shits and giggles?
I was trapped here.
Okay, so
Can we free you? Or is it something where it's just you're cursed to show up every time this happens? Are you stuck in the bottle?
Yes.
Oh, well, Sonia, we should just free him.
I can only be
Nobody-
freed if this bottle is opened 4 times.
And then
that insight check.
Go ahead and roll another one.
That's a 22.
He's telling the truth about that.
Okay.
and
Okay.
will you kill
Um,
everyone who opened the bottle when it's opened 4 times?
No, I will just simply disappear.
Now, is it the same person has to open up the bottle 4 times, or is it different people who have to open the bottle?
As long as the bottle's opened 4 times.
How many times has it been opened already?
This is the 2nd time.
Okay. Cool.
Well, we know no uses before us then.
Is he
How long
lying
ago-
about that?
Oh my god. No.
I'm just
here's the
saying,
thing.
he could be.
Well, here's the thing. Either he is lying, and the next time we pop him, he's freed, or he's not, and we got 2 more pops. I don't think that's that big a deal.
Well, why don't we just let him go now?
Well, because, like,
That's not how it
okay.
works.
Well, I mean, we pop it, put the cork back on it, pop it, put the cork back on it, pop
Once I'm returned to the bottle, you can't pull the stopper for the next 24 hours.
it. Okay. Why don't we
Okay.
consider you a partner until we get you out of there?
Gladly.
Ilphelodel
What
is
can you
just
do?
staring amazed at what has transpired.
Well, yeah, because usually Ilphelodel, whenever he says something, he just kind of points that direction, and it goes and murders everything, and he hopes it doesn't come back to him to murder.
Yeah, exactly.
She's kind of got you there, El.
No, I'm not even denying that. That's exactly right.
Yeah.
This is not how I would have used a genie lamp. But then again, I'm Ilphelodel.
But it's not a genie. It's a fire. It's a fire gin. Doesn't necessarily mean. he can grant wishes.
So, what all can you do?
I can fight for you. I suppose if you wanted me to do errands, I could do that as well. If you're thinking that I can if you're thinking that I can grant wishes, I cannot.
No, okay. You said do errands, like. So I get you're from the plane of fire, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I don't know if you know this, but on average, giant red dudes with swords don't typically walk around. So I don't know.
We're in Waterdeep. That's actually not true. That's
Well,
actually
but isn't
way
he,
less true than
huge?
you would think.
No, he's medium sized. He's the size of a person.
Waterdeep is
I
pretty
know last
well
time you
known for
made
being
like
very
you were able
open.
to make fireballs and like sentient fireballs.
Oh wait, the efreeti is sized large, so he's pretty big, but not like giant size. He's like maybe if you added like an extra foot on top of Varroth.
Do I know? Like, do I just?
You
know what
realize
can
that I'm like
do?
6'3", right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but I've always assumed that like large size is like 8-9 feet. Like large size is supposed to be huge.
Let's not get into the weird sizing of D&D.
Like do I just know? Do do I know what he can do since I summoned him, or is it just like...
Now, if you want a list of all of his spells, he can tell you.
Yeah. What can you do?
Well, I can detect magic, I can enlarge or reduce something in size, I can help you understand spoken languages that you don't know. I can conjure an elemental, I can turn into a gas, I can turn invisible, I can make a major illusory image, I can shift planes, and I can create a wall of fire.
Okay.
Did you convince? And I'm like,
Okay, hang on. I need a
sleepy
second.
eyes.
Wait, let Ilphelodel talk.
Sleepy eyes
yeah.
holding up my pot of coffee. Can you convince some Genasi to give us an Adamantine bar at a discount?
I probably could.
The ultimate use of a fire gin.
I'm sorry.
man.
Maybe this is just me from the boonies talking. Did you say you could, like, travel to different planes?
Yes.
Can you bring people with you?
I can bring along 8 people.
How many times can you do this?
Once a day.
Do we need to go to another plane?
Do you have to know where the plane is to be able to shift there?
Hang on, I'm reading the spell description. It says you can specify a target destination in general terms.
Okay, if I ask you to take me somewhere, before you actually take me there, could you, like, make sure the place exists for me to go? Like, if I say, I want to go to Fantasy Walmart, and could you, before you actually, like, while you're doing the plane, could you cast the plane shift? Is it like a thing where, like, you automatically do it, or do you make, like, a door and then we go through it? Like, how does plane shift work?
It is instantaneous.
So is there any way for you to be like, okay, when I cast the spell, I can see that we're going to go there?
No.
Okay, I have an idea, but since you can only cast it once, it seems, I'm going to wait, and it'll be the last thing you do, and then the next time I summon you, I'll ask how it went, I guess. I guess we got you for, like, it's probably only been like 10 minutes. We got you another 15 minutes. Is there anything you guys want to do with them?
No? You want some coffee? Or I got brandy. You want some brandy?
Give me the brandy.
I pour him a fairly large glass of brandy with no ice.
Hey, Ilpho, is there any language you wanted to know? Or anyone? Is there any language you wanted to know?
It is the tongue spell. You would only understand it for an hour.
I know.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking. Like, is there anything you guys wanted to do? I was asking Ilpho because I figured he'd want to look at books, but no.
I can do that.
Maybe Varroth wants to go party with some, like, I don't know, stealth people or something for a bit.
I don't need somebody else to do that. I already have tongues.
Most of us have.
Well, fucking, you know what? We'll fuck off. All right, you know what? Okay. So is your name just efreeti, or is that just like a moniker? Do you have a personal name?
Oh man, if I gave this dude a name, I have to scroll.
Tandu.
The more personal you make him, the less likely he is to leave our party. Remember this, DM.
Oh, was it Hondu?
Tandu the Blaze. I just threw together syllables
Tandu the Blaze.
and a fire-related word.
Sure, we can go with...
Tandu the Blazest.
Blazer. Laser.
Sure, let's go with Tandu, the Blaze.
Is he part of Team Globo, Jim?
Michelle.
You're the worst.
Y'all make me hate you sometimes.
Yeah, I'm right there with you.
But he introduces himself as Tandu.
Well, Tandu, you go back, but before you do, I'm gonna ask you to plane shift somewhere, and then you'll plane shift there, and then the time will run out, and I guess you'll go back to the bottle, and the next time I summon you, I want to ask you if you are able to plane shift there. Is that cool?
What purpose does this serve?
I need to make sure this place exists, and that we can get there.
What place would you like me to plane shift to?
Could you plane shift to Barovia?
My God. Ilphelodel's leaning forward now.
Yeah, Jack is.
Sonia said something real smart, didn't she?
Oh, this is a little worrisome.
Yeah, Varroth just kind of did the slow turn to like, why are we bringing that place up?
We were talking about it earlier. We were talking about like strong stuff, and if we eventually need to be there, but we don't even know if it's like real because it was like the last time we went, it was like a different place. So like, I wanted to see if it's possible to plane shift there, then all we would need is that ability. Hell, if we can use efreeti 2 more times, we could use him to plane shift there, and then just make sure that once we finish our thing, use him to plane shift back in the last one.
I'll give it a shot.
Okay. Yeah. Next time we see you, here's hoping.
So you watch him move his hands in some specific configurations. He mutters the incantation, and
Is he plane shifting us right now?
he's plane shifting himself.
No, he's just plane shifting himself. Yeah.
And
We're all doing it right now.
and he disappears.
Oh.
Okay, I think that's a good sign. Went somewhere.
He comes back as a corpse, screaming.
He's just like split, but he's bisected.
Matilda just says, "I've never heard of Barovia before. Where is that?"
It's complicated.
Yeah, that's the best way to put it.
How complicated we talking?
It's a hell plane run by an asshole vampire that we thought we killed, but apparently we didn't.
I'd like to imagine that when she says how. I'd like to imagine when she says how complicated, we all just start going like,
Pretty complicated. It's pretty complicated.
Yes, it depends.
How much time you got?
All the time in the world right now.
Not the answer I wanted.
Do you have? Are you ready to take notes?
Yes.
So time may or may not exist there.
Yeah.
Maybe I spoke too soon.
And it might be just a very, very bad place that just keeps torturing people endlessly for all of eternity for the bad things that they've done.
So, is it a lair of the 9 hells I haven't heard about, or?
No.
Not that we know of.
I kind of think.
Well,
I kind of think it might be worse than this.
Yeah, like we can't be sure. And honestly, we're not even sure it actually exists until we summon that dude again and get the deets. Because he may have just teleported himself in the middle of nowhere.
Do you have a link to him? Can you call him back? Or does he only had it once a day, right?
Yeah, he can only cast that spell once a day.
Oh boy.
And he didn't say anything like telepathy or anything like that.
Well, I don't think telepathy works across planes.
Technically, he only speaks Ignan, but I let him speak Common.
I mean, he can just cast tongues on himself, right?
Oh yeah, that's true. But yeah, so the efreeti is gone for now. What else you want to do?
So we need to specifically get that gift. That's the one that we're hard up on right now. The other stuff is pretty easy. The gift is going to be a little bit more difficult, and she has to agree to it. So there's no guarantee. Do we just want to? Are we just like? I guess I can just spend the day preparing. Do we just want to cut to the next day? I don't think we have much of anything else to do today.
Yeah, that's what I was about to ask. Do we just want to do a time skip for when she responds?
I mean, could
Can
we
I ask-
go see see a genasi about a?
Oh shit!
Metal
Yeah, we got to
dog.
do that.
Yeah, I actually did want to see about asking. I have my notes are on my other laptop. I have a contact, the dude, the alchemist. I know he's an alchemist, but I assume as like someone who's part of the store, if he might know someone who has like a bar of adamantite or who sells adamantite.
Oh,
Or if he has anything adamantite, does he have like maybe he has like, some alchemy sets made out of adamantite? It didn't specifically say it has to be.
I actually have a thing I want to go do.
Okay, well then never mind then.
If y'all want to come with, no, you can go. Your alchemy thing just made me reminded me of a thing. I wanted to go talk to Xoblob.
Oh boy.
Who? I'm sorry, I forgot. That's a dumb
Remember,
name. Who?
The Xoblob shop, which is that big purple shop that had all that stuff in it.
I had all the purple stuff in it.
Yeah. Also, there was a mirror in the Xanathar's guild.
Yeah, that's right.
I want to go talk to him about that.
Oh, good call. Yeah, let's do that.
There's something there.
All right, so yeah, we do have stuff to do.
I had forgotten about that. Good call, Jack.
All right, so Sonia, you're going to Corin's Solution, right?
Yeah.
Jack, anyone going with Jack to Xoblob?
Yeah,
I'll go.
You guys can come if you want.
And then Ilphelodel, are you going to go talk to the Genasi?
Sure.
All right. Let's start with Sonia. So Sonia, you make your way down to Corin's Solution. And when you push your way through the door, you hear the bell over the door ring. And then you just hear, ah!
Hey, Corin.
Oh, you frightened me.
Yep, I have that effect on people. All right, look up. First off, buddy, I slam my hand to the table.
Ah!
Heard anything about the vampire stuff?
No, I haven't.
Okay, didn't think so. Second, I am in the market for some adamantine stuff in general. Just any adamantine stuff. Maybe about a pound of it. It can be like already as something. I just need some adamantine. Not a lot. Enough that theoretically you could smelt it down into like a bar. So, do you know, A, do you sell anything like that? And B, do you know I might be able to grab that?
I don't have anything made out of adamantine, but I imagine any of the blacksmiths in town might have some.
And do you have any contacts with the blacksmiths? That would make this easier on me.
I know Crag at Crag's Smithery.
And if I were to say your name at Crag's Smithery, would he be happy to hear it?
I couldn't imagine a reason he would be unhappy to hear it.
Okay, then. I
like
go to
the-
Crag's
the-
Smithery and buy the adamantine. Fucking, I don't know. Like, I don't know how. I don't know how far this is gonna go.
Okay, you make your way to, I believe I put that in the I can't remember what ward of Waterdeep I put that in. But you get there, it's a big, like, stone brick building, and when you get in, you hear just the metal clanging against metal. Someone in the back, and you see, this is the part where I name so many NPCs, I forget some of their names.
He's Hornswoggle too.
I'm so sorry. I'm scrolling through my notes app trying to find the fucking thing. Behind the counter, the Crag's hobgoblin assistant, Grizza.
I'm an associate of Corin, and he pointed me in your direction with in regards to the purchase of some adamantine.
Oh, you're looking for adamantine. Well, let me see if Crag has any back there. Grizza turns around, goes into the back room. You hear a little bit of chatter. He comes back and he says, we have an adamantine nugget, but that's about it.
That sounds solid. How much is it?
50 gold pieces.
You got it. Done. Turns out I had 10 platinum, which I think is like 100 gold. So
1,000 gold.
It's 1,000 gold.
no, it's like one. I thought it was 1 to 10.
Nope. Not for platinum.
Platinum node jumps up one.
That was way okay. That was
Yeah.
way more than I thought. I had even more than I thought I had.
Give him 10
Yeah,
platinum.
no, everything else, I believe everything else does go on the up by 10, but then when you go to platinum, it jumps 2.
I love the idea of Sonia just not knowing how money works.
Yeah.
It's been a long time since I've had to use it.
Look, all I'm going to say is the whole time he's doing the bit with the alchemist, all I'm picturing is Sonia, like, trying to act like, she knows the black market, and it's just so evident she doesn't know what the fuck she's talking about, but he's just playing along.
It's like, yeah.
Good.
Because that just,
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
it was just fitting the awkward where you were saying everything, and it's like, this is how this is playing out in my head.
Hey, fellow kid, can I find some of that Mary Jane?
Yeah, pretty much. Hello, fellow kids.
Yeah, so mark off 50 gold and then add just I don't know, like a 2-ounce nugget of adamantine. And then we'll jump to Jack and Varroth.
Hello.
You guys make your way down to the dock ward, and among the rundown buildings you find the familiar purple facade of old Xoblob shop. And when you peer inside, you see a cloud of lavender-scented purple smoke trailing out. Again, everything in here is painted purple, and you see the old hairless gnome sitting cross-legged on the counter. He's wearing plum-covered robes. His cheeks are decorated with 9 purple face-painted eyes.
God, that's not creepy or anything.
And he lowers his pipe and he just says, "Oh, I remember seeing you here before.
Hello, Xoblob.
Hello, I forgot your name."
It's Jack.
Jack.
Considering the strength of the shit I puffed on last time I was here, it doesn't surprise me.
I forgot my name. Thanks for telling me.
What would you like besides a little bit of this drow dust?
Well,
Xoblob, you never get high on your own supply.
he only gets high on his own supply.
Right.
I was actually in the market for a mirror.
A mirror?
Yeah, specifically one with your name on it.
One with... I don't remember having any mirrors with my name on it.
How about one with somebody else's name on it that, I don't know, starts with an X?
I'm not familiar.
Is he lying?
You can make an insight.
That's a natural 20, baby. That's a 27.
The only reason you beat me is because you got that 20.
Yeah.
Because I have a 24.
Yeah.
I have a +9 to insight.
Yeah, he doesn't know who else you could be talking about.
Alright, I'm just going to come out and say it. Xanathar?
Xanathar? What about him?
So,
I'm sorry. He said that really funny, right?
Xanathar? Oh, God. Never heard of him.
I thought his name started with a Z.
Good.
Does it? I thought it was one of those ones that started with an X.
Out of character, it starts with an X.
Okay, that's what I thought.
This is an old and very high gnome.
That's fair. That's fair. No, that's fair.
So why would he have a mirror with your name on it?
Oh,
in
I
his
don't know.
lair?
I'm making another insight check.
Yeah. Also making an insight check.
23.
23 and...
Lower than 23.
19. He really doesn't seem to know.
Can I make an insight check as to whether he's too stoned to remember?
I mean, you don't even have to roll for that. You could probably just make that assumption.
Gotcha. Okay. In other words, this isn't going to get anywhere.
I know in an old life, I know in another life I was a beholder, but I didn't tussle with the Xanathar.
You want to run that by us one more time?
Oh yes, in an old life I was a beholder.
Okay.
Varroth just looks this hairless gnome up and down and goes, uh-huh.
Were you a buff beholder?
Ask him if he knows Squidward.
No,
Did you talk like this?
No. God, that's just grating to hear.
Because his voice is so different from Squidward.
It's nowhere near as nasally.
Okay, well.
Are you here to buy something, or are you just here to accuse me of being in league with a thieves guild?
Well, I mean,
I'd like to take a look around if that's alright with you.
Sure, yes, go ahead, look around. I have a lot of different trinkets.
I'm gonna start looking for anything mirrored, anything that could be like a two-way situation.
Roll me a D100.
Oh.
Is this something he can get advantage on? Cause, no. Okay. Because otherwise I was going to be helping.
That is a 53.
53. On a shelf nearby, you see a small box filled with different sized buttons.
Okay. I start rifling through the buttons.
They're very shiny.
But nothing that looks mirrored?
Right.
He doesn't have any, like, floor mirrors or, like...
No floor mirrors.
Or, like, hanging mirrors?
No. He has a mosaic tiled with a multicolored glazed surface. There's a crystal doorknob, a glass eye. There's several things that are reflective, but there are no mirrors.
I look at Varroth. Do you know cure disease?
I know lesser restoration.
Okay. Do you think that would work to unfuckify his brain for like?
It can end either one disease or one condition afflicting it. Blinded, deafened, paralyzed, or poisoned. We can make it, if we want to get real flowery, we can make an argument for poisoned.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
But that's on DM if that's going to work.
That's up to you if you want to try it.
Fuck it, give it a shot.
Yeah, fuck it. I'll cast Lesser Restoration on him.
You watch just as this wave of calmer emotions kind of wash over him. You can see that he's sobered up a little. Or, I guess all the way, rather. And he just says, oh, what was that about?
All right,
Jack, all on you.
So, when we were in the Xanathar's guild, we found a mirror with your name on it. Specifically you. And we know this because a name like Xoblob is not exactly very normal, like usual, even around here. So I'm going to ask you again, why would he have that? What have you been doing with the Xanathar?
I don't know why he would have it, but my name when I was a beholder was Xoblob.
Wait, your name's not Xoblob now?
I mean, it is now. I just kept the name. Because it sounded cool.
Did you have a beholder husband?
No?
Are you sure?
Yeah?
Because he's got a mirror.
Or a friend?
I'm not friends with any eye tyrants.
Okay.
Did you have a son?
I'm just gonna be very clear here. This looks very bad for you. Do you understand that?
I understand, but I seriously don't understand why he would have a mirror with my name on it.
Okay. I got nothing. That's all I got. If he don't know, he don't know. I shrug. I look at Varroth.
There's a pigeon in the window that goes, "Brr, brr. Do you remember the angle that you saw the shop through? Brr, you could find it that way."
Did I see that? I didn't remember seeing the shop through the mirror. Did I actually see the shop through the mirror?
Let me go to the Xanathar's lair page.
Wasn't that the thing? Was like you saw the...
All I remember seeing is that it had Xoblob written on it. I don't remember. I could be wrong. I might have just forgotten that. Wouldn't be the first time.
You hear another pigeon next to the other pigeon go, "Ooh, maybe ask him about some of the other stuff that was in the room."
Okay, no, you didn't see the shop through it. That, out of game, that only works if you say Xoblob within 10 feet of the mirror.
Oh. Well, shit. I didn't think about that. Well, in that case, okay. One last thing. Have you sold anything interesting, anything weird recently? I mean, for you anyway.
Nothing I can think of. Of course,
Of course, you gotta give us something here.
Of course, I carry a lot of weird things.
Okay, can you tell us the last thing you sold then? Maybe something comes out of that.
Let me roll a D100.
I was thinking, you asked about the fish, or the fish tank, or whatever. The fish.
Okay.
Wasn't there fish?
Yeah.
I sold a teacup from what was probably a child's tea set. Had a little bit of blood on it.
Oh, that's okay.
That's more disturbing.
Yeah, that's pretty.
Who did you sell it to? Please don't tell me you sold it to another child.
Some kid. You're not here though.
Jesus
God damn it.
All right, we're gonna head out. Last thing. Did you happen to hear anyone talk about a fish recently? A fish in a big fish tank.
A fish? No.
What was his name? What was the fish's name?
Silgar.
Okay. So something about the name of Silgar. Does that ring a bell?
No.
Nothing.
I'm sorry.
All right, well,
I wish I was more help, but I'm.
You're definitely gonna wish it when we burn your goddamn house to the ground.
In character, I thank them kindly for his time. Out of character, I say, "Yep, that's a fucking waste of time." Moving along.
Just burn the entire place to the goddamn ground, so we never have to deal with Xoblob again.
It's fireball in the middle of the shop. Nah, it's fine. He's
Just
fine.
getting us nowhere.
All right. And then I guess, did I know that Sonia was going to look for Adamantine when they were done?
Absolutely not.
Okay, then I'm gonna go with Varroth to go look for Adamantine.
We're
Okay.
gonna end up with a bunch of adamantine.
Good.
Well,
That's
you
not what I
guys
hope.
leave old Xoblob shop, and then we'll flash over to Ilphelodel.
We leave it burning.
Ilphelodel, you
Always
have
leave a place better than you left.
you have gone south out of the south entrance of Troll Skull Alley and to the east a little bit to find a small forge called Steam and Steel. You see
All right.
you see smoke and steam billowing from the many windows around it, and inside you see a fire genasi and a water genasi working on some armor.
I approach them, and I just stand there awkwardly.
Okay. The water genasi who's working on forging the armor, he just kind of sees you out of his peripheral vision, and he just kind of looks up and just goes, "Oh, can I help you?"
Yes, actually. Adamantine bars. Do you sell those?
I don't think we have any in stock, but we do have a shipment of various ores coming in sometime later this evening, actually. So if you come
know
back
what
around
Time?
sometime in the afternoon, say around 3 or 4.
Okay, and I turn and walk away.
Okay, for context, it's like 11 in the morning right now.
Okay. I just turn and walk away.
The water genasi says, "I didn't catch your name."
That's because I didn't say it.
Fair enough. And then he goes back to working on the armor. I live for some of these NPC interactions, man. All right.
I walk back in. I was just kidding. My name's Ilphelodel. And I start looking at their wares. I want to see what kind of what do they sell?
Any standard weapons and armor that you can find in the that section of the player's handbook.
I'm gonna look over all of their weapons and armor.
The water genasi, by the way, will introduce himself as Avi, and then he points to the fire genasi and says, "This is my husband, Embrick."
Greetings.
Salutations.
I am still Ilphelodel, last that I checked. I'm gonna look at the. I
I
just
love
sort of
how you
peruse.
didn't say that with any kind of surety.
I go over to like where there would be like scimitars and like short swords, and I just start kind of like looking at them.
Right.
And Ilphelodel just kind of he puts a hand on one of the scimitars and like just brain just like somewhere else for a long moment before he takes his hand back and just sort of takes one breath, looks at Avi and Embrick and just says, "Thank you for your time. I'll be back later," and walks away.
They just say,
and then
"Okay then."
And then throw the demon in the store. What the fuck? Like,
We'll see you
I'm
later.
waiting for the ball to drop.
Varroth and Jack will hop back to you. Where would you like to stop on your search for Adamantine?
I was gonna leave that up to Varroth since Varroth has the money.
I'm gonna say let's go check any blacksmiths or artisan shops up in the richer sections of town.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because you're gonna get a lot of people that want the ostentatious look.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where you're probably gonna find more adamantine.
There is a pricier sort of blacksmith and forge up there called
Let's head there.
Edward's
Scissor hands.
no.
Edward Scissors Hands. Like, not. Yes, that's a great name for a shop.
Edward's Weapons and Defense.
So it combines two things into one?
They presumably sell weapons and armor and shields. If you want to head inside.
Alright, that was a wasted reference.
Missed it. Right over my head.
They only sell.
I don't know.
They only sell weapons.
Edward.
Bestie.
Anybody that's seen Full Metal Alchemist?
Oh.
Nina?
Yeah, okay.
Anyway, Jack, you're the one that does the talking.
Hello there. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. I thought you said there was banging of like stuff. My bad.
I mean, there is, but it's muffled behind like brick walls. Also, I thought you were saying, "Can you hear me out of character?"
Oh, no. Hello there. Yes. We are looking for a bar of Adamantine. Just one.
Yeah, behind the counter, you see an older elven man. He looks like he's reading a book. He sets it aside when you approach, and he just says, "Adamantine, is that correct?"
Yes, a bar of it.
A bar of adamantine. We might have some. Allow me to take a look. And he kind of disappears into the back. Takes about a moment, and then he comes back with a bar of adamantine.
Oh, I look at Varroth. You're up. I did my part.
All right, whatever it is, I'll pay it. Like,
Well, all right. Yep. I'll just let him do the thing.
I'm not worried
Why
of
would
like
you expect him to do that?
Now,
I don't haggle.
this is pristine adamantine from the mines in Kalimshan.
Uh-huh.
So, this bar is going to run you about 5,000 gold pieces.
Is he pulling my leg?
Yes. To
Yeah,
put it
that's what I
lightly,
thought.
being more upper crust, he's trying to just get some money off you.
Uh-huh.
He's wearing kind of a sly smile, so he's not even like hiding it. And you get
What kind of check would I have to make to look at it to be able to call him on his bullshit?
I mean, I could just call him on his bullshit for you if you want me to.
No, because there's a way I want to do this if I can determine it myself.
I don't really know. Honestly, I don't know what kind of check you would make for that. Investigation to find impurities? I don't know.
Yeah, because I could see investigation, I could see insight, I could see nature.
Well, if he was haggling or shopping, what would you use to do it? Insider investigation, probably, right?
I guess roll and I don't know. Because he's not. Because Varroth isn't trying to haggle. He's trying to call out the dude on his bullshit.
I mean, it seems to me that you would know that he's bullshitting you, so just call him out on his bullshit.
Yeah,
That's not
yeah.
not really player knowledge.
No roll required. Also, Varroth, you get the feeling that he is silently judging you.
All right. Well, the whole reason I wanted to do that is so I would know what the actual worth was, so I could put that down and be like, it ain't worth any more than that.
We discussed that earlier.
Okay, I didn't know if you were sticking to that or if you had set something yourself.
I say, fuck it.
All right, that was 1350 then.
Yeah.
I'll put down platinum and then 350 in gold, just a single platinum, and the rest in the gold.
Oh, so it would appear that you are worth more than you look.
Yeah, don't be a judgmental prick. I grab the bar and walk out.
You see Edward just kind of rolls his eyes and then scoops the money into the till.
Just that awkward couple of. Wait, hang on. I'm muted. Am I muted? Hello?
No, you're not muted.
Can hear you.
Okay, sorry. That awkward. Jack has that awkward
So
couple
how's
of
your
seconds,
sex life?
just kind of looking at him and just kind of smirks and walks off.
And as I'm walking out, because I kind of figure he's going to do the eye roll, I'm going to cast Thaumaturgy. I'm going to make it seem like all the fires in the shop are flickering out.
You hear a loud voice from the back just yell, "Shit, I think it's going out!
Oh shit!
These coals were hot just a minute ago, what the hell's going on?"
And then for 1 minute, it's going to look like that, and they can't do anything about it as we walk away.
Alright, you guys walk out with your bar of adamantine.
Just to tweak my nose at him. Like, fuck you, dude.
Use thaumaturgy to give him a heart attack.
Alright, so do you all want to meet back up at Troll Skull Manor?
That works for me.
Yeah, sounds good.
So,
Ilfeld,
it's too
Sonia,
late.
what's up?
I guess we're settled on Troll Skull Manor as the name of the place at this point.
That's the name of the place.
I mean,
Too
you
late
haven't.
for
I haven't heard you name it yet, so if that's something you want to discuss, you feel free to discuss it. But yeah, if you guys want to discuss renaming Troll Skull Manor, you can when you meet back up.
Yeah, sure. If you wanna do that, we can.
It just seems like Troll Skull just seems such a downer name, right?
It's just the name of the area.
Yeah.
All right, so let me bring you all together. You all meet back up. Say it's about noon, like between noon and 1 now. Matilda's at the bar having a drink still. Arabelle is awake and just kind of playing with some wooden toys on a table in the corner.
Is that what we call her doing taxes? Like I've established. Look. I know the DM really wants Arabelle to just be a kid, but I'm firmly in the camp of Arabelle is the most adult and smartest of the entire group, and she is the for Final Fantasy fans out there. She is our Tartaru. She keeps the trains on time.
I can't argue with this characterization because it's hilarious.
It is. Casimir and Katrina are actually downstairs around a table looking over a couple of books. I haven't talked to them in a long time. It's been a long time since I mentioned them.
Plus all our various pets at this point.
Yeah, I don't know where Axehead the Axebeak and Michelangelo the Bullet are.
What's pity?
I'm assuming Pity is over with Arabelle.
Yeah. Yep. It's exactly what's happening.
It's not even really been that long since we've been here. We've only been here about maybe a month.
Maybe, yeah.
We've collected quite the menagerie in a short time.
Yeah.
Yo, what's Darts doing?
What is Darts doing, Ilphelodel? What does Darts do?
Unless
I feel like
he
he's
decides
playing
to
the
do
guitar.
something himself, he's just standing there.
Just standing there looking menacing in his weird fake skin.
Yep.
God.
Is he still wearing that? Is he still wearing the fake skin? Is he still wearing the leather armor that like exudes black smoke?
God damn it! I forgot he was wearing that.
Yeah, he's like he's like the bouncer.
Grim Reaper is in the corner.
He's like the bouncer.
Yeah, the skin job that he's got is semi-permanent.
I hate the word skin job.
Oh my god!
Wow.
That's like semi-permanent. That's gonna take work to get off. So
Didn't think I would.
he's like that.
Hate a word more than that today.
Right?
Yeah, unless Darts has decided to do something of his own will, he is just standing there.
Which he shouldn't have, but who knows at this point?
Darts is given chores by Arabelle to do around the house.
Darts or Pity?
Probably.
Both.
Porque no los dos.
Everyone.
Probably both. When you guys enter Troll Skull Manor, Casimir will actually look up from his book and look over to you, Ilphelodel, and just say, "You've got mail."
What?
Yeah,
That's impossible.
He holds up an envelope. This letter arrived earlier this morning.
Well, I'll go up and take it.
And sure enough, it is addressed to you.
What?
Fill it out. Who's your pen pal?
I just say why.
Did you register this
I'll
house in
open
the P.O. box?
Okay, when you
pop it open.
I'm sending you a message.
Oh God.
It's
Oh,
ominous.
it's gonna be like that.
I light it on fire so you can't read it.
This message was self-destruct.
He owes money to the government.
When you open it, it's just a short note that says Ilphelodel.
Next time I won't miss.
I'm glad to know that you are back on the material plane. I will be visiting in 2 days. And it's signed Rin.
Ilphelodel just looks up, doing that confused face, and just
one of those
looks
memes.
back at it. Just like
What's
starts looking back at the letter, then back up, like just looking off into space. Then
Are
back
you
at
talking
the letter.
the Edgar Poe meme?
Yes. And then he just starts doing the math meme. Just
Ethel, are you okay? You're starting to act like me.
I fold up the letter and I put it back in my vest pocket, and we're going to have a guest.
I guess.
Oh, cool. Is like your mom coming over?
No, I've got to go. And Ilphelodel walks outside.
Wait, oh no!
Okay.
Oh, fuck. No, wait, no! I gotta follow him. No, you can't just say that. You gotta. I need more. Like You just left in the middle of it. It's like you went, let me show you a magic trick, and then you pulled out a deck of cards, and then you just put the paper cards back in your pocket and left. Like
as Sonia and Ilphelodel, leave, Casimir just goes, and as soon as they showed up, they left.
What was in that message? Did Ilphelodel take the letter with him?
Yeah.
Yeah, I put it in my vest pocket.
Okay. Because otherwise, I was going to pick it up and look at it and be like, "What?" Like to see if I can figure anything out. But
fuck it, I'm not scared of Ilphelodel. I want to try. I want to get the letter.
I turn around and start chanting in Infernal.
I use keyboards.
Wow.
How much longer do we have in this session?
If you and Sonia want to have the conversation now, you can, and then that'll probably be the end of the episode. But if you want to save it for next session so you can think about what you want to say.
Ilphelodel wasn't really planning on much talking.
Right, okay. Yeah, we can save that for next session.
Ilphelodel doesn't really know how to explain the situation.
That's fair. All right, so we'll end the episode there. Thank you guys so very much for listening to this episode. If you want to get in touch with us, we're on Twitter @AmbiguousPod. You can like our Facebook page, facebook.com/AmbiguousPod. Leave us a 5-star rating and review on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. You can find our YouTube channel. Just search Moral Ambiguity Podcast and it should pop up. If you have a friend that likes D&D, tell them about the show. Yeah, that's about it for us. We love you all. Stay safe, and we'll
enjoy the cliffhanger.
Yeah, enjoy the cliffhanger. We'll see you next time.
See you next time.
Bye.
Later.